Hi there. I've had a lot of questions about this assignment, so I wanted to walk you guys through it. The purpose of this assignment, which is responding to proofreading feedback on your Essay 1, is so that you can practice finding and fixing the proofreading errors in your essay, which is quite important for you to start working with the types of errors that you do make. And by proofreading errors, I mean spelling, punctuation, grammar, and formatting. I don't mean things like how good your introduction is or your thesis statement or the content of your pie paragraphs or anything like that. I'm really talking about those features of your essay that have to do with correctness in punctuation, usage, spelling, grammar, and formatting. So just those things. The first thing you have to do in order to do this assignment is find this feedback. So if you click here, here's how to view these marks. It will take you to this page. Let me scroll up. So the first step is to go to grades. So you go in through the grade book in Canvas, enter grades, find the assignment. Yours is not called research paper, it's called Due 925 Essay 1, etc., etc. You click on that. Then you're going to have the option to view feedback. Once you click on view feedback, then you'll get something that looks like this. And the feedback for the proofreading that you want to that you want to look for. I'm going to switch over to an actual student essay so you can see that. It's going to be written here though on the paper itself. So it's going to look like this. And for me it shows up this color. I don't know, for you it might be just like black or something, but for me it's magenta. So proofreading has to do, again, with just the correctness of the words and the grammar and punctuation, etc. So, for example, I've highlighted COVID-19. This was a common error throughout your essays. COVID-19 should be written like this, with a capital COVID, because it's an abbreviation. It's short for Coronavirus Disease 2019, so it should always be written like that. So this student would want to fix that in each of these places. Then there's some things like this, SP and CAP. This comment here does not relate to proofreading. It's more about the content of the essay. It's talking about the thesis statement. So that's not a proofreading issue. I'm just looking for things that relate like this to capitalization or SP. So here it says CAP. So the next thing is you got to figure out what those symbols mean. And there's here, if you go back to the assignment itself, there's a link to a guide. It says there's a guide to help you understand the proofreading symbols that I have used to give you feedback. So click here. That's going to bring you to this guide to proofreading symbols. In addition to this guide, though, on the last page of your reader, page 441, looks like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the very last page, page 441. Sorry, there's some ruckus going on outside. You can look up these errors there, so you can find SP here also. And it gives you a page number where you can then look it up in your reader to get more information for all of these. I intentionally have used the same symbols that they use in the book so that you can cross-reference with the book for more information. So I'm looking for CAP. Remember, that's what we saw here, CAP. So if this was my essay, I would be strolling down to where it says CAP, and then I'd be finding out that that means capitalization error. And it gives a little bit of information here about how the rule applies with capitalization, the basics of capitalization, and how to fix it. If you need more information, you can look up CAP here. If I do that, it tells me to go to section 34A and B, 34C, and also, 34A and B and 34C. So more information in here. Once I've done that, to return back here, then I want you to take a look at this example. So it says there's an example of what I want you to do. So you click here. That's going to open up a different Google Doc, example student response to Essay 1 feedback. So what you're going to do once you have figured out what all the different editing symbols mean and found them in your essay is you're going to copy and paste from your essay each sentence that contains such an error. So to use this example here, I would be copying this first sentence and pasting it. So I'd copy it, and then I would be pasting it into a new document. That would be the black. And then in a different color, I would be fixing the errors. So this is not the one that we were looking at just now. This is a different example I made earlier. But the problem here in this sentence happened to be that the student wrote, I get immediate feedback on the work I submit online, and it should be on, I get immediate feedback of the work I submit. So it was a spelling error. And so your corrections are in a different color, like purple. Your original sentence with the error is in black. Also highlight the part of the sentence that you fixed. So in this case, it was a spelling error. Here is another sentence that contained an error. Here it was the word responsibilities was written like a possessive. Instead, it should be a plural with a TIES at the end. So that was the error there. So you would do that with each of these types of errors that you find in your essay. So depend how long this takes and how long this document is depends on how many errors. You might only have a very few, or you might have a bunch. And then what you're going to turn in is this here, what you're looking at now, this your response with the copied errors and then the fixes in a different color with the particular part of the sentence that was fixed highlighted. I hope that helps. I can see some of you are popping on up here. Anonymous Wolf and Anonymous Otter are here taking a look at this. So hopefully that'll be helpful to you guys. All right. I'll talk to you more later. Bye.